Last night I was at Phantom Peak for their Wintermas event and I wanted to share my review of it. And ultimately there were some good points but also some points that really needed improving. So the highlights, the townsfolk, the crew who do all the interactions, they were really good at what they do, good personalities, good acting. You could see it was very slick, well rehearsed, they knew what we were doing. Whilst we didn't interact with everyone because we got through two quests as it were, and so we wouldn't have had need to interact with a lot of them. The ones we did were really good, and the look of the place was really good. Like once it got going, it was great. The bits that weren't so good was it started at 6 p.m. They ask you to get there like at least quarter of an hour before. Just lots of people mill around drinking, waiting to be let in and told what to do. Then so after we were told like this is a rule for consent, don't steal, blah 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 blah, you go in and then there was just nothing really explaining, and ultimately we were waiting for the opening ceremony, which wasn't until 6:30, but there was nothing clearly saying opening ceremony 6:30 or anything like that. So me and my partner, we were just sat there feeling clueless, anxious. It wasn't great. We also paid to do the puzzle hunt, which started at 9 p.m. The event runs until 10, but you have the closing ceremony from about 20 to 10, so you only got like half an hour to do it. That was a £5 extra per person thing. And the problem with doing it is you're then not doing any of your main quests and you're competing against everyone else trying to do this, working things out. And so it took us away from trying to do the main things we were there for. So ultimately, if it's your first time, do not do the puzzle quest. It will just distract you and feel like a waste of money. So yeah, there's that. Some of the videos they had didn't have subtitles on, or they only subtitled certain parts, which was frustrating because it's a very loud thing because there's a lot going on. So not being able to fully understand things, especially when there's clues of, oh, go here, see this, do this thing. Well, sometimes you need to know exactly what you're doing because it's all controlled through an app. If you don't type things in and use, well, effectively like a, not really an app, but a web page, and they give you a password for that series of events, you're going to be very stuck. They were selling merch, unsurprisingly. They had a general store, but because it was staffed by a member of the townsfolk, you couldn't use it before the opening ceremony or once the opening ceremony was getting ready to start. And it had the largest amount of stuff. So whilst there was an information point which had some stuff, certain things you could only get in a general store, and nothing on it said it will be closed from like 9:30. So if you're wanting to get stuff there, they're not like, ultimately communication is something as an organization I think they massively need to improve. The fact they've been running for multiple events is worrying, that they're making these things and it's not their first day, their first week, their first thing. So yeah, would I go again? Most likely, knowing how it works. The fact that you're trying to go from a thing to thing, it's like, oh, go here, oh, we've got a 4-digit code, oh, I need to go to the video archives and type that in, see what I get, oh, it now wants me to go to this person or go to this location and see this thing and find the message and so forth. So overall it was good and I'd recommend it, but just, yeah, consider some things in advance. That's my thoughts on Phantom Peak.